Greetings, Capricorn, and welcome to Ingrid's Insights. I hope you're doing well, and let's dive right in and see what the Water Oracle has for Capricorn as the theme and focus of the reading. And we have the wishing well. Is there something you're wishing on right now, Capricorn, that you're wanting to draw into your energy field, that you're bringing in through your affirmations? Unexpected gifts, kindness, and karmic jewels are coming. That is beautiful. So, and it's coming because of the pearl. Wow. Well, the karmic gift is coming from this depth, this pearl. And you know, the pearl grows from this irritation of the sand inside the oyster shell. And so this is the alchemy, that transforming through irritants and processes to get into the alchemical transformation and become that pearl, become the gold. And the reward at the end, from grit to grace. And that's what you're wishing for. And this card slipped out. Ride the waves, Capricorn. That's what you're doing. You're riding the waves, and underneath you, as you do the work, that pearl is forming right underneath you. Life lessons and growth. You will get through this because you're making that pearl, and you're also having that wishing well of receiving those karmic gifts. And let's jump right in and see what the cards have for my tarot reading today for my Capricorn. And again, I wanted to thank you all for subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and giving me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And that's how we get the message out to all of the Capricorns who need to hear this. And thank you, Spirit Guides, for overseeing this reading and giving us just the resonating energy we need. And this is you coming out as the Two of Swords. You're at a crossroads. You're trying to make a decision, but you can't. You're kind of in this black or white thinking. It's either this way or that. But you're needing to take off your blindfold and see, look at all this fun vegetation around you. And to let whatever is coming up, it could be an odd situation, an odd problem-solving idea, but to let that come out of taking your blindfold off and seeing things differently, being ready now, seeing the truth of something. And then that is leading you to the challenge of seeing the truth is you're having to move away, go into calmer waters. You know, this is showing that the polar caps are melting, and it's endangering these beautiful creatures, the polar bears. But you're moving on to safer waters, and you're having to make a decision about what it is that is transporting you, where you're going. You're using your mind to get out of a difficult situation that had caught you in a crossroads where you couldn't think clearly. And at the foundation is this Knight of Wands. You're moving quickly, fiery, with energy toward this passion, like a daredevil. That's been at the foundation. You might not have even have seen how energetically passionate something just comes in. This idea, this intuition, I've got to go for this desire. And then it can't as quickly go out. Because you see this goose this child is flying on the magic goose, but it's flying almost out of the card. It's coming in and out. Very energetic, intuitive, passionate, creative at the foundation. And what is it happened in the recent past was this Nine of Swords. Wow, well, you see this demon has been pressing on your chest. You might have been having heart palpitations or some just agony about a feeling you had that keeps you up, makes you want to scream at this demon. This demon child, you're just caught up in this negative thinking, going over and over the same thoughts. about something. And these swords are just hanging there over your head all the time. And you that could be connected to this inability to make this decision. You're blindfolded. It's something traumatic that you have to release, an old thought pattern where you felt imprisoned. Maybe someone's interfering with you or has interfered with you in the past. And now it's just coming to a crisis, coming to a head. You have to make a decision about what to do and how to get away from this troubling situation. Because you've got the Ace of Wands where you've got this whole new idea. Out with the old and in with the new. You're taking that energy of, as we talked about in the pearl, the alchemy of a transmutation of one element, this sand and grit and the moisture in the pearl, that oyster that makes a pearl. And this is saying you've got this new idea that you want to transform this wood by burning this energy. I'm taking that passion and making it into something totally new. Maybe it's saying to also right now the higher powers want you to be around a fire, be outside, to look at the stars, to really get some energy about this, whatever it is you're creating with other people that you're putting out there passionately. You see this Three of Wands. There are three different wands that you're burning, logs that you're sending up these smoke signals, communicating. You want to take it out there. And what's coming now is the Ten of Swords, where you're moving from the 9 to the 10. From the past, it was the 9. Nightmares, anxiety, depression, worrying over and over, catastrophic thinking. And this is total defeat. Everything has come and hit rock bottom. You see that there is nothing growing here. It's kind of debilitated. It's hit the ground. There's nothing else here. It's over. That end, that scene, that house, that life has come to completion. And that's a positive thing because it's at the end. You've gone through the nightmare time. It's come to defeat. And now it's to say to turn to a new hope, a new energy. And you've got this Ace of Wands here. The Three of Wands saying to grow this, to grow something new, communicate something different, put something different out. Because this, you come to the end of worrying and anxiety about something. You can't think through it. You come to mental defeat. So you need to turn to your higher power, to pray, to ask for help, to how to get to this new dawn. Because the Queen of Wands is how you see yourself. Look how beautifully energetic, fiery, creative, productive, energetic, goes for what you want, has that intuition to know how to get there with the fire. There's some fire here. You got the fire there. You're taking that smoke signal and communicating with this queen. Male or female, it's this feminine energy of receiving something, energy, and going for that passion, because the environment is the King of Swords. Well, someone in your environment, Capricorn, someone who's influencing you is taking authority over these demons, these ghosts, these hauntings from the past, or hauntings from the influence of the environment. And you've got your instincts, these dogs, and you're got your sword of truth and your intelligence to look at this energy in your environment and to cut through those ghosts with logic. And the Chariot is coming because it's time to move forward. That's your hope and fear. And you're taking that energy and you're taking that horsepower and you're controlling those energies within yourself and moving toward some decision, which is going to lead you to a whole new place, a whole new horizon. But it's going to be different and less stressful, less challenging, less mentally compromising. And you're moving toward this fast with confidence. You're closing out some old cycle somewhere else. Maybe you're moving. and getting on this horse, this blue horse of hope and optimism and moving forward, because the advice is the Queen of Pentacles. The advice is to receive this nourishment of wealth and of the earth itself. This is a card of the Pentacles is of the earth, and you're an earth sign. And you see the moon is setting and the sun is rising. You're going to take that energy and grow and be productive and nurture others and be very generous and successful financially. And so that's what I have for this reading, Capricorn. And let's get some clarity on why is this Two of Swords here. What are you having to decide? What is this decision that you're at a crossroads about? Or what is this decision you're afraid to make? It's something coming to a finish line, celebrating, seeing this culmination of something you've worked hard on, and you want to have a party and enjoy this celebration today, and when this is coming up for you, Capricorn, a victory, you coming to a transition from childhood to a moving on out of the home, or from a career to retirement with victory. But there's a lot of celebration going on. And it's what's challenging this is you're moving on to some safer waters. And you're having to confront the devil before you move on where you're going. You have to face any low vibrating energies that is keeping and restricting you to from having this celebration, this completion, something happy in your home with your family, a relationship, the announcement of a marriage or a child. But the devil is a low vibrating energy. It's the material world of the ego and those lower vibrating chakras that is just about grasping for me, or commanding others to give me what I want. And so it could have some addictive energy here that's stopping this celebration, this victory, this completion. So we'll look deeply at that, because you're closing out an old cycle at the foundation. You're dancing through this Ouroboros, which is in alchemy, the snake eating its tail. You might be dealing with a Taurus, an Aquarius, a Scorpio, a Leo. But you're moving into a whole new world, a whole new timeline. And this night energy is taking you there. You've got the energy to do it. And you are using this sense of energy in the past about what you're wanting to take out there, what you're planning. Because these nightmares, you have to plan to move away, to take something out there away from this way of catastrophic thinking, and to have hope, and to put things out there, and to trust that whatever it is you have been doing is going to come back to you positively. And you've got the sun shining over this reading, over this project, because you go from the 2 to the 3. A new announcement of a marriage, a child, something happy, something hopeful, something growing, something new. This child here sees everything from this new perspective of clarity. And you've got this horse here, the sun, and the horse of the chariot. You've got this energy, this horsepower, this instinctual drive to move this project forward. And you have the 6 of Pentacles saying that out of this desolation, this defeat, this depression, this hitting rock bottom, this deep betrayal, there's going to become an equal give and take. Maybe at times you do have to give more to others, but that will come back. This is a wealthy merchant who has gained a lot through their work. And they are going to help in this sense of closing out this old cycle of mental anguish, of feeling defeated, of betrayal. And you're the Queen of Wands. You're going to have that a passion to see this with judgment. And judgment is just this wake-up call. You're waking up to some sense of passion, of your insights, your psychic abilities, your ability to go after what you want and create that. And that's you're closing out an old cycle. And you're having to wake up to something new. And you got the King and the Queen of Swords. So that's a powerful combination. A lot of intelligence, mental energy, clarity, a truth for the first time is coming as an influence from your environment. There could be air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, balance, justice, truth coming from the situation. And the Chariot is saying you're moving fast. That's your hope and fear, moving away from this situation with victory. And you're going to have to keep on keeping on, stand your ground, keep working at this. There's competition. As you move forward, you're going to have to wrestle with those that vehicle, with the movement, with the progression, and have confidence. Because the Queen of Pentacles is here, and then you've got the Ten of Pentacles, where there is a beautiful legacy, is the advice. Keep working on this legacy of the happy home, the happy relationships, this way that the Queen nurtures a financial abundance and grows that, and is very productive, creative. And you're building that legacy that will last a long time, that will move you this money, this wealth through generations. And it could be a question that you're working on with the Queen of Pentacles about how to build this legacy, how to nurture my assets, and to grow them into fruition for myself and this whoever in my family, and the wealth spreads out with generosity. And you have this card of a generosity as well. And so that's what I have for my Capricorn. And you're riding this waves here. And you're also doing this alchemical work of creating this pearl through grit to grace. And also that the wishing well, you have expected and receiving gifts, karmic jewels. And that is what I have for my Gemini. My Capricorn. So there might be a Gemini involved, because we have the King and the Queen of Swords. So a lot of mental energy, communication coming in, a clarification for the first time about what these hauntings, these ghosts in the environment that are causing mental conflict. And that's what I have for you. And I love you, Capricorn, and we're in this interconnected field, and we're growing and learning to alchemize all of this discomfort and irritation to come to the sun and to shine out, and to heal and to find that innocence and happiness within us. And if you like the way I read, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. See you next time. Bye-bye.